Cam Newton and Kelvin Benjamin, former teammates. It was Buffalo and Carolina, and those two crossed paths last night. And you had the comments where Kelvin Benjamin had called out Cam Newton, saying, it'd been nice if I played with a guy. He's saying what is the worst thing you can hear if you're a black quarterback is that maybe you don't understand the game or you're not smart enough. And Kelvin Benjamin calls him out saying, if I had a better quarterback, if I had someone like Rodgers or Big Ben or Drew Brees, he calls out some of the greats of all time. So he calls him out saying, I'd have a better career. He doesn't take any ownership of he showed up in camp 1 year out of shape, overweight. But he was calling out, Cam Newton. So Cam went up to, it looked like he was going to try to shake his hand. Thomas Davis, who is this, the senior member of the Carolina Panthers, he was sort of there as a chaperone. And then all of a sudden, Kelvin Benjamin wanted nothing to do with Cam Newton as he did, his little, hey, let's shake hands. I mean, I give Cam credit for wanting to at least shake hands with this. I was surprised they did it on a public stage on the field because you could have arranged to say, hey, can I talk to you before we go on the field? And, Kelvin, it wanted nothing to do with this. He was like, he'd walk right by him. And so here is the Q&A, Kelvin Benjamin on Cam Newton.
Tried to walk away from him a few times.
Yeah, just moving on from him.
You didn't want to get into it.
Yeah.
What was he trying to say to you?
He didn't know how many he was trying to listen.
Okay. So he wants nothing to do with this. And it's Kelvin Benjamin, you would think would be the one to say, you know what, probably shouldn't have gone that far. Or maybe I shouldn't have said that about you. He made it seem like this is all on Cam Newton, not on me. Yes, he.
Man, you really get an idea, too, about the size of Kelvin Benjamin.
Oh, yeah.
He's right there. He's the same size as Cam Newton, who's a big dude.
Yeah.
Dang, man. That's two big fellas.
Yeah, Fritzy.
But you're saying these things right before you're going to be playing them. How could you not be prepared that Cam may take a little stroll at some point over to want to talk face-to-face? And I can't get past the fact that 2015, Cam and the Panthers had this great year while he was out hurt. So, if, he's got all these issues with the Panthers, he's out, and the Panthers are going to the Super Bowl without him.
I was surprised that they did it on the field as opposed to something off the field. That you could have said to the PR guy, hey, can I talk to Kelvin? They weren't covering their mouths with this. They weren't hiding what they were saying. It wasn't a baseball player with glove over his mouth. There was real disdain from Kelvin Benjamin with Cam Newton. And I thought Cam was the bigger man to at least go out and address it. I don't know how he was going to address it or what he was going to say to him. But then Kelvin Benjamin's like, basically, get out of here. I don't need you. Yeah, McLevin.
So I'm looking at the video now. I haven't really studied it. I mean, Cam is clearly he's on the attack from the get-go. He's right in his face. I didn't know how mad Cam was. He's clearly very mad.
Well, and rightfully so.
But don't athletes have the ability to blow off everything?
Not when it comes to, he's really testing his football IQ. Like that's the one thing I took out of that I don't think people have focused on enough. And having grown up in an era where, African Americans trying to play quarterback didn't get the opportunity because they were labeled not smart enough. So they put him at defensive back or wide receiver. Kelvin Benjamin brought back, in my mind, and I'm going to guess Cam's mind, hey, it'd been nice if I had somebody who understood the game. Hey, it'd been nice if I had these other quarterbacks, and all these other quarterbacks happen to be white. I don't know. It was, if he meant to pierce the armor with Cam, he did. And I think by doing it the way he did it, how he said it, what he said, I think that's what Cam was probably saying. Look, you can critique me. Maybe I'm not the most accurate quarterback. I play hard. I play hurt. I took my team to the Super Bowl here. We didn't even have you on the team. We go to the Super Bowl. But don't question my intelligence. Yeah, Paul.
McLevin's right that Cam kind of goes up to him and gets right in his face. But then Cam does this move as Kelvin Benjamin's trying to get away from it and doesn't want to talk. He puts his hands behind his back, which is kind of that move where I'm not here to fight. I'm here to talk. So much so that I'm putting my hands in a passive position. You don't have to be an expert to read what he's doing. But he kept going like, I want to talk. I'm whatever he's saying. But Kelvin keeps trying to walk away. I kind of respect Cam for not doing it on social media and walking up to a man's face.
Yes, he.
But it's not like if like Cam went and like sort of like quote got up in his face, he did it in the most unthreatening way I've ever seen ever. Where first of all, he walked up to him and was smiling at first. And you could tell that it was like, all right, we're going to address this, but it's not like that. You know, we're not going to fight right now.
But Cam has that awkward smile where he'll smile when you shouldn't smile or there's nothing funny about it. And I think it's just that's sort of his personality. It's a little different. It's not in the middle. It's a little left of center.
I'm sure it was really awkward for Kelvin Benjamin to see Cam come and walk towards him. And I get why he kept trying to avoid the conversation and kept walking away and doesn't want to talk about the comments that he made. But I mean, if you're going to make him in public and then the man's standing right in front of you, talk to him about it. I mean, to me, like that, nothing to me in there says anything bad about Cam Newton at all.
Cam's the Pro Bowler, the star player, the great player. Kelvin Benjamin's had one good football year. You know, it's like, hey, let's talk.
Kelvin Benjamin better ball out in Buffalo. Yeah. That's all I got to say. You know, good luck with Nathan Peterman and Josh Allen and A.J. McCarron. You know, I hope you don't throw them under the bus. But I thought Cam, I give Cam credit because, you know, he wanted to go out there and let's address it here. And he even went to shake his hand. Like, that's the amazing part. If I'm Cam and I walk out there with Kelvin Benjamin, I'm not going out there to shake your hand. I'll be like, hey, bro, come here. Let me get this straight here. Like, what is the big problem you've got with me here? You know, we can put it to rest right now. Like something along those lines. Or if I'm Cam, I'd say, you can question a lot of things with me. Do not question my intelligence. That's not fair to me. Yes, he.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. It was a chance to put it to rest.
Yeah.
Should have just put the whole thing to bed instead of avoiding it now further.
Kelvin Benjamin doesn't want to put it to rest, apparently.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.